Hello! These are directions for the 2020 Mathematics Pretest. This is our special remote learning version. We're offering two versions of this. For those of you with access to a printer, you will print this printer-friendly version. For those of you who do not have access to a printer, simply work the problems on your own paper. Now, let me go over the directions for both. First of all, we need you to read the directions carefully before you begin. We do not allow a calculator, notes, books, phones, people, or online sources for you to complete the test. At MSMS, we have an honor code, and this is your first chance to follow it. For those of you with a printer, please print this test and show work in the space provided for the question. This allows us to give you partial credit. If you genuinely do not know how to answer a question, skip it. If you can only partially work a problem, complete what you can, we still might be able to give you partial credit. Now, this test is not counted towards admission. You are already part of the MSMS family. This is simply a pretest that we'll use to help place you in your math classes for next year. Do your best. Answer what you can. Now, you might need some help with this next set of directions. We're asking that you take no more than 1 hour on this pretest. If you're done in 10 or 15 minutes and have answered all that you can, that's fine. A lot of you, however, are really great problem solvers, and you could sit for hours trying to figure things out. We ask that you not do this. Just take an hour, at most, to finish what you're comfortable with. Now, when you finish, we need you to scan or take a clear picture of your work and email me, lzarandona@themsms.org. Please put Math Pretest in the subject line. Now, if you don't have access to a printer, you can do our paper version. The only difference here is that this time you'll copy the problem with its number onto your paper and answer it. Please show work and box the answer. Y'all, we have a lot of papers to grade. We need to easily find your work and answers. For graphs, please neatly label the axes. You do not need to put a box around graphs. If you genuinely do not know how to answer a question, skip it. If you can only partially work a problem, complete what you can. Just like the other version, when you finish, please scan or take a clear picture of your work and email it to lzarandona@themsms.org. Please put Math Pretest in the subject line. Now I want to point something out. It's this paragraph here. If your score on this pretest does not reflect what you're capable of, we can adjust your course schedule during the first few weeks of school. The MSMS mathematics teachers recognize that this has been an unusual end to the 2019-2020 school year, and we want to work with you so that you can leave MSMS prepared for college math. Now, in both versions, we need you to clearly and neatly write your name, and in both versions, you'll identify the classes that you have credit for. This will also help us place you into math courses next year, because if you show that you have mastery of things, we don't want you to retake courses. So that's it for the instructions here. If you have questions, feel free to email me, Lauren Zarandona, at lzarandona@themsms.org. Thank you, and have fun doing some math.